Good morning, Bachman Middle School. Today is Wednesday, March 23rd. It is a B day. It is a band day 6. And I am Mr. Strand with today's Tiger Talk. First up, let's talk about the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Light the Night fundraiser, sponsored by Tiger Leadership Club. Today is the last day to raise money for the fundraiser, so let's see how close we are to our $3,000 goal. Wow, we've raised $2,355. As Mrs. Castle told you yesterday, if we get $2,500, a mysterious anonymous donor will give us the final $500 and take us to our goal of $3,000. That means we have $145 left to raise. Let's see what my 7-year-old daughter Iris has to say about that.
$145 isn't that much.
Thanks, Iris, you're right. So let's keep raising money and meet our goals. Great job so far, everyone. Next up, it's time for our word of the week. This week's word is extensive. Extensive means large in scale or large in amount. So, to celebrate Women's History Month, we are looking at women in history who have made extensive contributions to society. And today, we're featuring Ada Lovelace.
Ada Lovelace is considered one of the first computer programmers, which may sound a little strange because she lived in the early 1800s, well before the invention of the computer. Ada was the daughter of famous English poet Lord Byron and Lady Anne Isabella Milbanke. Lady Anne worried that Ada might have inherited her father's tempestuous personality, because even as a young girl, it was clear Ada definitely inherited her parents' gifted minds. So Lady Anne made it her priority to prevent the development of a volatile personality in Ada. Her medicine, rigorous studying. She insisted that her daughter learn science and math, even though those challenging subjects weren't considered suitable for your average aristocratic lady. Ada excelled, especially in math and languages. So her mother set her up with the best tutors in town, including the family doctor and Mary Somerville, who was the first woman to be admitted into the Royal Astronomical Society. Lady Anne also made Ada lie still for long periods of time, thinking it would help her learn self-control. That was a little less useful, but it did come in handy when she sat for her portrait. Look how still she is. At 17, Ada met the famous mathematician and father of the computer, Charles Babbage, who served as her mentor, helping her study advanced mathematics with a professor from the University of London. At 20, she wed William King, who loved her and supported her academic and intellectual work. They had 3 kids and partied with some of England's greats like Charles Dickens. It was the best of parties, it was the worst of parties. Eventually, she was asked to translate this super complex article about the analytical engine, which was her mentor Charles Babbage's brainchild. She translated the article beautifully into English and then added in her own notes, which she aptly titled Notes. Her notes were 3 times as long as the original article, and in them she proposed a wild idea. Computers could be used for things beyond just simple number crunching. They could be used to do advanced algorithms. And she included in that paper what many consider to be the first algorithm. But her accomplishments were cut short when she died of uterine cancer in 1852 at just 36 years old. While she was known by a few in her time, much of her legacy was hidden in the footnotes of history. But her notes inspired greats like Alan Turing. In 1980, the US Department of Defense honored her by naming a new computer language after her, Ada.
A big thank you to Ada Lovelace because, well, I use a computer to make Tiger Talk. And I'll do it again tomorrow. Join us then, won't you? Have a good day.